Hello. I never said I wouldn't be streaming this week. I just said that I wouldn't be putting out a schedule, which is not the same thing. Although arguments may be made that it is. I've managed to maximize most of my day, so I thought why not stream? Because I managed to do the chores that I couldn't do yesterday because I knocked myself out with a really stupid and actually quite short-lived bout of mild food poisoning. Managed to drop some old books off, managed to pick up some new ones. I found, secondhand, a memoir of a forensic pathologist, which is interesting. It's not some... I'm honestly always on the lookout for new books, but I'm also on the lookout for books about things that I do not know anything about. I also got a book on the Falklands War, of which I have a very scant knowledge. What else did I get? To be honest, I found quite a lot. If you know where to look, you can find some really good books. And do you know where I did not find them? In a bookshop, or my local charity shops. My local charity shops have one big problem, is that they are on this island. And what's this island's big problem? Is that it is ridiculously religious. We even have our own religious bookshop, which I've never needed to go in, because every single charity shop, and there is a lot of them, have an entire religious book section of their own. And honestly, I've got nothing against religious books. I have plenty that I have also not read yet, so I don't need any more. I'm looking for things I don't know anything about, and I know a fair amount about religion. I do not need that. And jeez, was my local bookstore, my actual bookstore, a huge letdown. Because I finished reading today a book that I got in that bargain bin for 99 pence. Today, I finished that today, and I thought, oh, I'll stop in. Hey, Andoink, thanks for the look. And also, hello, Watered. I'm sorry I haven't said hello. I just dived right into the Just Chatting, which is funny because I actually changed it from Just Chatting category right before going live, because I thought, I ain't got nothing to talk about. That's the, I was about to say that's the Augustcast guarantee. That's not quite true. That's just a me guarantee. So I went back in there, and all that was in the bargain bin were children's books and books about food. That's literally it. That was all that was in the bargain bin. One of them, it was like a big meaty one, literally falling apart, pages falling out, and that was still £7. That's not a bargain. That's theft. You sell me a book with the pages falling out for £7. That's theft. I didn't buy it, shockingly. What I did end up buying, because I'm an idiot who doesn't know how to stop, is a full-price book about gardening. Or more accurately, how to stand in your garden and do other things. And the annoying thing is much like changing my stream category from Just Chatting to the game before starting, I also had my entire book pile that I found here, and then I thought, nah, I'll stick them back on the shelf. So now I'm just like, I want to show you my books. I also got one someone wrote about, like, the behind the scenes and the making of and the road to the film Local Hero. It was not full price. It was a big book. It would have cost, honestly, full price probably about 20 quid. But the page, like, chunks of it were falling out, and it was still £7. Which is stupid. Stupid. It's got a book about conservation. A book about, like, an airline? Like, the history of an airline? I don't know, I just thought broadening my horizons when I learn about everything I possibly can. And a couple of other things. I also found a concept art and like prop history and making of book for the original Star Wars trilogy. Now that was in one of the charity shops, but it was also covered in dry rot. So I spent most of my first foray looking at its pages just wiping the dry rot off. And then thinking, what if I've inhaled mold spores? If my anxiety loves me like that. And then less than an hour later, I had eaten off broccoli, which I knew was off when I put in the frying pan, but I was like, I don't see no mold on it. It's fucking broccoli. There's mold in there. It's been in there for like 3 weeks. Shouldn't have eaten that. It's funny, I got right up to the last bite before I actually started to feel ill. But I was like, this is fine. It is still robbery, that was ridiculous. I mean, I've definitely gotten books that have been falling apart that get dirt cheap. I remember I used to work at the library. Briefly. It was more like a work placement, but I'd worked in the back offices where they got like new books in, and I would be able to read them before they went on the shelves. And there was one that I absolutely loved called Dreaming of Amelia by Jacqueline Moriarty. Still have it, by the way. Didn't steal it. No, what happened is pure by chance. By chance. I wasn't even in the office at the time, so you cannot accuse me of doing this. It fell on a plant pot and got and it got stained and crumpled to the point that they couldn't put it on the shelves anymore. So my colleague and my supervisor, when I went in next, was like, "Oh yeah, this got damaged, so do you want it?" And I was like, "Yes." Still on my shelf. Still on my shelf in the other room. That's a damn good book. I need to read that one again. I do occasionally like non-fiction. I've actually started reading Watership Down, which I have never read before, but it's been down there, along with a bunch of others. I have The Wind in the Willows down there. I have I still have 2 shelves of fiction that I do actually want to read, but I did do a big clear out Sunday morning. Was that Sunday? I don't remember. But probably, sure. Let's go with that. Oh, I'm very tired. Or am I? It's hard to say. Today's been weird because I did the chores that I couldn't do yesterday because of the stupid food poisoning. Thanks, Toby, for jumping on my stomach. Love that. I made up for that today by accidentally bumping his head on a chair leg when I picked him up earlier. And yeah, my anxiety really does hate me because I actually spent a good portion since that happened thinking, did I just give my cat brain damage? And it was literally just a bump. Just a whoops. It wasn't fucking assault and battery. He's fine, as observed. That was him going, "I'm fine!" You're fine, ain't you? Doesn't sound so sure. He's fine. You're right, Tobes! Jeez, and it's funny because my occupational therapist last week said that she wants to sign me off. I don't think I'm ready for that. I really don't. Because last Monday I probably talked about this before because I have the memory of a goldfish. Maybe he needs tummy tickles to be sure. He's definitely asked me for a lot of those since. I think he might be blackmailing me. It's entirely possible. But yeah, since my niece's birthday last Monday, disrupting my housework day that day, and then me getting sunstroke/heat stroke not once but twice, I've been thrown completely off kilter. And then I got food poisoning yesterday and that's thrown me off yet again. And it does feel a little bit like I'm falling apart at the seams, a little bit, nothing is overtly wrong. Maybe I'm just depressed. It's hard to know what the hell is going on in my head sometimes. Sometimes I feel fine and then I can literally end that day crying my eyes out for some reason. I can't tell if I'm just tired. I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't feel ready to be signed off yet, so I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna tell her that. What are my headphones doing? Don't know. I'm trying to look classy today, but my hair doesn't like it. And the headphones don't really suit the classy 1950s look I was going for. This is what I would look without it. Since I got the bow. But I don't like wearing earphones because they make my ears hurt. Yeah. And also this dress is not classy because this is my bra. So, another news, order replacement handset today, so I should get that tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your phone. That was, yeah, mine almost went out like that. Because I used to have speakers above my kitchen sink. I had a shelf there. And I would plug my phone in to listen to music. Not this one, my last one. And that's actually how I broke the screen of my last phone, is I was trying to get it off and then it hit the edge of my sink. And in doing so, also bent the speaker jack. But the speaker jack still worked amazingly. That didn't break for good until I tried to move the speakers to the other side of the room, and Toby, wondering, ooh, what's this? Pulled it down and snapped it clean off. That's what broke the speakers. Thanks, Tobes. And I distinctly remember going, Toby, don't touch that. Famous last words. But yeah, it's really bloody annoying when technology just breaks on us. Like having to replace it. It's just bloody annoying. It's just bloody annoying. I got up after your stream on Sunday. It fell off the counter, so it was 700 pounds. That's, I think I have to find a bit more evidence than that. I'm not sure I can be culpable for that one. Besides, you're supposed to give me money, not the other way around. Anyway, I have decided, 100% joking folks, I'm glad to hear it. So am I. Yeah, I'm giving my nails a break, no polish for at least the next, bloody hell, webcam. Wake up, stop it. Because I actually realised yesterday that my nails haven't been free of nail polish for more than maybe 12 hours since November 2020. So I'm giving them a wee break. Because honestly, they're in kind of shit shape. I don't know how to grow my nails. I don't know how to look after them. Oh. But yeah, I'm on a big reading craze. I've gotten to that point where I can't read quickly enough and I just keep acquiring more books. But yeah, that's what I was getting to, because of course I went off on a tangent, as I always do. The best place to get secondhand books in my town is on the shelves in the co-op, where it's literally just got like secondhand ones and a tip jar for like charity. I think 50p is the recommended per book, but you could just put whatever in. I jumped a bunch of books off there yesterday, and then, because I didn't have any money, traded them in for a couple of new ones, including the ME, the Forensic Pathologist memoir, which should be interesting. Toby. Oh, Toby, my boy. No, stop it. Stop. He's sitting right back there. There's no room for him anymore. Why are you so cute? Can I boop that nose? I've got off on so many tangents because I was like talking about books and I was talking about how I maximise the time in my day, and then I didn't finish that because you know what I'd done today? I did all that stuff with the books. I did my housework that Toby It's a very tight squeeze on this desk now since I rearranged some things and I still don't have my new desk. So what happened is there's no room back there because I got my backlight and my webcam stand. So he was trying to go under it, but there's no room. So he to get back. So he just crawled like under it this way between both of my monitors and just clambering out. I'm sorry, Tobes. Let me just fix that. There you go. Money! Woo! I love that shit. Well, I won't give you money then if you're joking. Well, in that case, I don't know how to make jokes. I'm not a funny person. I am 100% serious all the time. He keeps doing this. He keeps licking the condensation off my water bottle. Do it again. I'm gonna wave a dollar bill at you. He's cute. I love him. But yeah, he's a weirdo. He keeps licking the condensation off my water bottle, which is, oh, in fairness, probably quite pure. I've started putting them on a rotation, my water bottles, because I have two. So I fill both of them up, put one in the fridge and take the other one, and then switch them around. And I've gone off on a tangent again. Also, thank you for the bit. The singular. I'm just gonna love me Kit Kat. You're so cute. I really didn't give you brain damage, did I? It doesn't seem any stupider than usual. Can I have a smooch? Can I have a little kiss? He's my cute one. Tangents. Tangentially. Webcam! Behave! So yeah, I need to get two things. One is a new microphone, because I actually completely forgot I moved it out. I moved it back so it wasn't in my face while I was doing other stuff on my PC, and then I forgot to move it back in. So if I suddenly got louder, that's why. So I need a new microphone. I need one that has like really good volume, because even like turning down game volume, I'm still super quiet in my VODs, and that needs to change. Or maybe it will be different when I get my desk, because I don't really have any space to actually have the mic like under my actual face, which is how I see most streamers do it. I also definitely need a new webcam, but I might in a friendly way coerce my parents into getting me one for my 30th birthday. Because it's expensive, and I think Elgato is probably the best way to go, because it's literally for streamers.
type in Elgato and it takes me straight to the microphone, because I think that's just where I've been the most lately. But I would do a thing, which is this thing? Yeah. This is the microwave I would want. But I'd get it with one of these. I think I've still got the fucking cat cam border. Yeah, with a mount, really the mic arm, and then the wave shock mount. I might get it in white, just because to be slightly different. It's kind of cool, but it is a webcam that to be honest, I need both. Go away. I need both. It's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. This key light is £200. Who has the money for this stuff? £130, £150. I could get a green screen. I don't need a green screen. I could just get like a green sheet and pin that up behind me. That might not actually work. I don't know. But I would love a new webcam. I am poor because I keep buying books. I try and buy them cheap, but I don't know. I think it just happens. Hey, Zerk, how you doing? I think it just happens, like, once a year, maybe, I just go on this crazy spree where I'm just like, I need all the things. And to be honest, I can't even think what those things are, except books. Journals, I tend to stockpile. And it's funny because the book, the 99 pence bargain bin book that I finished reading today was literally about collecting things. It's a history of collectors and collecting. Yeah, I like stuff and things. This is, that's what people say about me. I like stuff and things, and my hair is coming out. I'm fine. I really am. I'm on Twitter again for some reason. Stuff and things are good. I love stuff and things. Stuff and things are great. More stuff and things. But, you know, useful stuff and things that I'm actually going to use. Because I've already thought about, like, more space that I have in my flat where I can put bookshelves. And right now, my bookshelves are not full. The bookshelves I have aren't full. I just keep... Reading's pretty great. The world's an amazing place. And there's a lot of stuff to learn about it, and I just want to learn it all. Apparently, right now, I've read, like... To be honest, I went through, like, a huge dry phase for, like, good 2 years, maybe longer, where I just didn't read. Mostly because I was just neck deep in writing, and reading tends to distract me when I'm doing that. Especially fiction. And then I just stopped reading fiction altogether, because I actually find most fiction annoying and not very well written. It's funny because I won't write non-fiction ever, because as much as I like reading about the world, I don't know a fucking thing about it. I don't wanna be like writing non-fiction and have to just source check everything I'm saying. I'd rather it just all be fiction. But it reads like non-fiction, you know? So it feels real, but has the benefit of not being real at all, so nobody can sue me for misrepresenting the facts. I do want some things to be accurate, though, which is why I fully intend to go to Mexico and New York. And Cuba. And Barcelona. There's a few places I want to go. Some of them just for me. You know, I'd love to visit Greece for no other reason than that all the pictures I see of it looks really, really nice. I once started reading a fiction book about the 7 ancient wonders, and in the first chapter the main hero put his hand in lava in order to grab the treasure. People are stupid, and I'm not referring to the hero there, I'm referring to the person that wrote him. That was the book that inspired me to try writing, because if that tribe could get published, anyone could. Especially, I think it was a Misha Collins tweet that I saw years ago, and it was basically, well, if 50 Shades of Grey can get published, anyone can. So, don't give up, keep trying. Oh my gosh, I love the fact that you immediately pegged what books he was reading. But yeah, never ever be discouraged from writing, because you can always improve on your craft, and the way to do that is to both keep writing and keep reading. Read everything. What you doing? Bigsley! Hello, you're in and out but lurking. Hope you're doing good. Well, it's lovely to see you again. We're doing good. We probably should have switched back to just chatting because that's all we've been doing, and I keep talking. It's nice when I keep talking because there's definitely been times when I've been streaming where I've just completely run out of shit to say and it's been real awkward. But I think we're just talking about books and writing. I love writing, but I'm actually sick of fiction. I really am. There's only like 1 or 2 books that I actually enjoy fiction, and some of them I only read because they're classics and I feel like I should, which is probably the main reason why I'm reading Watership Down, because I've seen the movie, which was traumatizing, and definitely not for kids. Good though. John Hurt, Man Little Rabbit. Gotta love it. And then, I don't know. So I've got other books down there that I think I might eventually enjoy, including my mother's. I have my mother's novel down there. Oh, I'm on a true crime binge at the moment, but yeah, I get the burnout out again. Yeah, my sister loves true crime. I actually can't do the real life crime stuff. It messes me up, and I just cannot comprehend how people can be like that. My sister loves it. Like when the new Jeffrey Dahmer thing came out, I remember someone asking me, "Ooh, have you seen that yet?" And I was like, "No, I am never watching that. Ever. I hate that kind of stuff." Like, I understand it's sort of necessary for people to actually, like, get into the minds of killers and stuff. So I used to be really into that back when I was watching CSI and I was 13. Less so now. Now I'm just like, I just want to read about people traveling to different places and, like, different cultures and food. Probably should have actually bought some of them food books. Because it wasn't all, like, recipes. It was, like... I try to avoid most food books because I can't eat most food. I need to, like... I got the wheat and the dairy thing going on, so... Yeah. I'm up for just about anything. I've got loads of just random... It's honestly mostly travel books that I have. Because that's the one thing I don't do. Other than true crime, I don't do that either. Both in terms of reading and actually committing the crimes. Not really my bag. Not implying that people who are into true crime are actually just secret criminals. That's not what I meant. That is not what I meant at all. Help them back there. A good 2 shelves of my non-fiction books are covered up by my Star Wars stuff. I need to actually get like a proper shelf to display all my Star Wars stuff, which I really do need to do because I literally have 2 bags chock full of Phantom Menace figurines in the corner. Yeah. They were on a shelf, but the shelf was shit. Rough week so far, but hoping it turns around soon. It's only Tuesday. But then again, it is Tuesday. I knew I was about to be worried about it being Tuesday. But yeah, I hope you're able to replace your phone soon, and I hope it isn't, like, too costly. Because, damn. Oh my gosh, I rejoined Tumblr and it's an absolute fucking shit show on this website. It keeps asking me to verify my email address, and I do it every time I go on and it asks me to. And every single time, it sends me the email. I click on the link, and I will actually show you. It's so stupid. Click on the link, and it does this. Every single time. But it hasn't actually prevented me from doing anything on the site. I've got a couple of followers, I've been posting, both reblogging and posting my own photos. It hasn't stopped me from doing anything, it just keeps reminding me every now and again that I need to verify my email address. But yes, we are very nearly halfway through the week now. Well, I've already bought the replacement now, but I'm hoping I can recover all the stuff from old handset. Oh yeah, that would be... I thought Tumblr died a long time ago. It is an absolute shit show in here. It's all like... See, there it is again. And sure. Like, I follow that person, and there's a couple of good memes. Is he seriously? Yep. The fat guy in Jurassic Park was watching Jaws. That's amazing. That's pretty good. That's a good post. Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. This is actually interesting. Here's someone I don't follow. Here's another person. Oh wait, I do follow them. But most of the time it's just people I don't follow, but I'm gonna follow them because that's books. I just like pictures of books. All the books. Oh, so it looks like Indra now? To be honest, I actually, a couple of years ago, deleted my Tumblr blog of 12 years. And it kind of looked like this, but now it has Click for Frogs. We have... What the fuck is going on? And apparently, like a lot of people... apparently Reddit's down, and lots of people have come to Tumblr as like a refuge. How do I turn off the frogs? They're just there now. Okay, they're just there, so it's fine. That's kind of Venice. Don't look at that. And it's just kind of a pile of shit. And it's recommending me blogs that I've already followed. Except this one. Eat pussy okay. Some of it's good, the rest of it's kind of... Reddit's fine. Oh. What? I don't understand that. Also, this has gone off, but it's not telling me anything. Like, what is this? What are the two? What are they? Yeah, apparently there was like an influx of people from Reddit. Blogs and porn was Tumblr's bread and butter, but then they got rid of the porn, so everyone left. Oh, more books. Hey, look at this. Crime scenes and cold cases. And my hunt for the Golden State Killer. Hey, Lindsay, that's a book for you. I don't know who the Golden State Killer is, but then I don't know who anybody is. That's... whatever. Jeez, when I came to this website, the last thing I actually wanted was any of the nerdy shit. Give me all the weird, retro, vintage books, journaling, plants, house plants. Give me house plants. Give me, like, 50s fashion. Or something else. This music is so appropriate for a browse on Tumblr. It is. And for my technical, sort of 50s attire. This is... it's just such a great big bag of dicks. Or rather, less so now, because there's no dicks. I remember I used to get tits on my timeline. Damn, do I miss those tits. Now it's all... I don't understand what any of this is. The setup's all changed. It's all fan fiction. I don't care about fan fiction. I did not come here to be a nerd. I came here to not be a nerd. Okay? I came here to be some weird retro weirdo, okay? That's what I came here to be. Don't care. Don't care. Go away. Go. All of it. Dick free. So dull. And tit free. But I am here for the books. The books can stay. The books are pretty cool. All hail the ding. And that would be the Tumblr thing. It sure is. Let's try again, shall we? It's gonna be all dark. Oh, Planet Zoo is on sale. It's £8.74. That ain't bad, but I ain't spending any more money this month. I ain't doing it. 15th time's the charm. Nope. Still doesn't work. How is this website so broken? Thank you, Bigsley. You probably need a bit of a... This website is unbelievably broken. It's so stupid. Deep breaths too. Yeah, I do talk a lot and quite quickly and with very few breaths in between, so thank you. Oh, I did though when, I think it was about a month ago when I last went to see my occupational therapist, and I had to catch her up on all that had happened with the bad cold, the trip away, the withdrawal, and all the other stuff. And I said it so fast that she and the student nurse who was in with her could not keep up. I'm at the stress of strolling WP soul. The dumbest thing is, like, I specifically asked to follow blogs with, like, 50s fashion and, like, runway stuff and animation, and none of that came up in the suggested blogs to follow. So, usually I skip all that stuff and just see where I land, but I was like, no, I'll actually tailor it to what I want this time. That didn't work. Did not work at all. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with Tumblr. It's just so I can look at stuff that I won't get here. Because, okay, don't get me wrong, I do actually really like living where I do. It's comfortable, it's familiar. Because I actually had, like, an old German photography book that was literally about artistic nudes, but I was so embarrassed by it because my mum sort of gave it to me as an offshoot without really looking at it, because I was into photography. Still am, actually. And then I was just like, Mum knows I have this. She thinks I'm looking at naked girls, which in of itself isn't a bad thing. My mum is, I'll say she's conservative. She's not politically conservative, but she is quite prudish, I guess is the best way to put it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna not have this. I don't actually know what I did with it, but that would have been a really cool book to just have around. Because I actually am a huge fan of artistic nudes. Like, if they're done tastefully, that's great. There's actually nothing wrong with about a naked person. If it's, for me at least, if it's done tastefully. Books on dress. But yeah, I got stuff with myself. I had something similar. I got an artistic book full of women's ass. It's been like so much to hide it around the house before you get rid of it. Yeah, I don't even know where she got it from. Maybe it was given to her, like in a bunch of like other like magazines and stuff. We get like a lot of jumble, like old clothes, old books, old vinyl and stuff, just like offloaded on it sometimes. So that's, it might have been my granddad's. I do not know what happened there. I can remember one time when Mom gave it to me. I've had me just like deciding not to have it. And then got all paper with my granddad's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, this would have been quite a few years after he was out. We were living up here by then. It took a while to move to it. I can't think of where else it came from, because I don't think it would have been my grandmother's. Somehow. But then again, I know it might have been. I'm glad it got passed down to you. I'm not glad, because I was a terrible owner for it. I don't know what I did with it. Knowing me, it might be prudishness, which I did in part inherit from my mum. Not to quite the same degree, but there is definitely a little bit of prudish me in somewhere. Somewhere, whatever. I may have just stuck it in the recycling. But then again, if I did do that, whoever processed the recycling, like a lot of noises. Every time I move, it feels like this desk is just like everything on it is just gonna fall over. Geez, that's a whole conversation on that one. Yeah, I think next time I do it, all we hear is you and the answer is slap the sack in the background. Nice. That's what I want to hear. Usually there's so much background noise. I move my microphone so close to me now. All you're going to hear is me. And the inevitability of my keyboard. Yeah, there's like maybe a foot between the keyboard and the mic. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's nice to do a whole. I'm actually just going to run through the whole with you. Like me, I love books. Books are great. Get to, because I did do a little bit of writing today, but I'm still at the kind of the slog, torturous stage where I'm having to sort through all of the shit that I wrote last year, and it's all completely jumbled up, so I'm having to rewrite it into sections that actually make sense to me. So that's the stage I'm at, and honestly, it's not the most enjoyable. It's not the most creative either, it's just rehashing. But as soon as I get through that, should be alright, because I've gone off on a tangent again. I maximised my time so well today that I've got to go down the list of things I've already done and already actually said just to find out where I'm on to. Did all my chores, or rather the chores that were left over from yesterday when I gave myself food poisoning. I already talked about this. Dropped off those books at the co-op and got some new books in return. Did my dishes. No wait, that's all part of my chores. Whatever. Watched an episode of Midsummer Murders. I got up to the one where Cully meets her future husband. Oh, that's a good one. That's James Cosmo is in that one. I really like that one. It's one of the ones I remembered from when I watched it like 20 years back. It is like, no, it's not quite 20 years back, it's like 15 years. I think it was 2006 that one came out. That feels like a long time ago. Maybe read them first in case any of Granddad's specials got mixed in. Oh, maybe. That is actually one of the things I love about secondhand books, is you don't know what could be in them. I found like fancy ass bookmarks in them. I actually don't know what happened to my favourite bookmark, but I definitely found it in one of my secondhand books. It was a bookmark of Gustav Klimt's The Kiss, and it said it was printed in Tel Aviv in Israel, which is really cool. Which means it probably wasn't bought in Israel, but it might have been. But that's still, I don't know what happened to it. I cannot find it. To be honest, it's probably in either one of the books I have on my shelves, or a book that I have now since given away. So it's somebody else's treasure to find. I actually love that about books, especially the second-hand ones, because obviously they're the ones that have been on the journey. I love to find out where they come from, how far they've been, and I love seeing people's names in them and dates of when they owned them. Stuff like that, I just love it. But yeah. Where was I up to? I watched 2 movies today. I've maximised my time very well. I did all that stuff that I already mentioned. Episode of Midsummer Murders and 2 movies. I don't know if y'all have seen Free Fire. It's incredibly stupid. But it's literally just about a gunfight, I don't know why it took me so long to find that word, between some members of the IRS and some American gun runners in a warehouse outside like Detroit or something in the 1970s. It is entirely stupid, but fun. I really liked it. I haven't actually seen it in about 7 years. I'm going through my films chronologically. That's the way they're ordered, because it's just more interesting that way than alphabetical. And I'm in the 70s. Whoever processed the recycling enjoyed a German titty book. Thank you, Watson. That's a good one. I also watched Back to the Future, which is just fun, but I do feel like it's one of those films that I've seen enough times that I never need to see it again. You just never really forget anything about it. Perfect. It is immortalized now. It is indeed. German titty books. For everyone. Okay.